Shiva Puranam, Rudra-saṃhitā, Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Indra sends Kāmadeva to disturb the penance of Nārada. In the sacred assembly of sages, Sutta, the son of Brahmā, continued his captivating tale. The venerable sages listened attentively, their eyes fixed on him as he narrated the intriguing events surrounding the sage Nārada, the celestial sage and son of Brahmā. Once the great sage Nārada, who was renowned for his wisdom and devotion, felt a compelling urge to undertake a deep penance. With his senses completely restrained and his mind unwavering, he resolved to meditate upon the essence of the supreme Brahman. Seeking solitude, he journeyed to the majestic heights of the Himalayas. In these divine mountains, where the celestial river Ganga flowed swiftly with its crystal-clear waters, there lay a beautiful cave, surrounded by the pristine tranquility of nature. Near this cave stood a magnificent hermitage, radiating divine splendor and serenity. It was a perfect place for contemplation and meditation. Enraptured by the peaceful ambience, Nārada, with his mind focused and body still, sat in deep meditation. His breath slowed, merging with the rhythm of the universe, and his intellect remained pure and sharp. Through intense meditation, he realized the profound truth. I am Brahman, and he experienced a direct perception of that infinite reality. As Nārada delved deeper into his penance, the vibrations of his spiritual power rippled through the cosmos, unsettling Indra, the king of the Devas. Indra, forever vigilant about his throne, felt a wave of apprehension wash over him. His mind raced with thoughts. This sage, Nārada, who is performing intense austerities, might be seeking my kingdom. His heart trembled with fear and anxiety. Desperate to safeguard his position, Indra summoned Kāmadeva, the god of love and desire, along with his consort Rati and his close companion, the season of spring. When they appeared, Indra, with his clever yet troubled mind, addressed Kāma with a sense of urgency. "O Kāmadeva, my trusted ally, ever diligent in supporting me," Indra began, his voice laden with concern. "You have always been my strength in vanquishing the pride of many ascetics. The stability of my kingdom is because of your prowess. Now sage Nārada is performing a rigorous penance in the Himalayas, focusing his mind on the Lord of the universe with immense concentration and determination. I fear he might ask Brahmā for my kingdom. You must act swiftly and disrupt his penance before it's too late." Kāmadeva, puffed with pride in his powers of delusion, agreed, and immediately set forth to the sacred hermitage with Rati and Spring. As they arrived, the air became thick with the fragrance of blooming flowers, and the soft melodies of love began to echo through the trees. Kāma, with his seductive bow of flowers, aimed his arrows of desire at the sage. Spring intensified his influence, making the surroundings more enchanting, hoping to stir Nārada's mind. But Nārada, with his heart firmly anchored in the realization of the supreme Brahman, remained undisturbed. His inner peace was unshakable, like a deep ocean unaffected by surface waves. The efforts of Kāma, Rati and Spring were in vain. They were humiliated, their arrogance shattered. The power that protected Nārada was none other than that of Mahesvara, Lord Shiva. The reason for their failure lay in the place they had dared to tread upon. It was in this very spot, in times long past, that Lord Shiva, the invincible destroyer of Kāma, had performed his own formidable penance. When Kāma had once tried to disrupt Shiva's meditation, the god of love had been reduced to ashes by the wrathful fire emanating from Shiva's third eye. At the plea of Rati and the gods, Shiva, the great benefactor, had proclaimed, "In time, Kāma will regain his life, but within this sacred space his powers shall forever remain ineffective." Thus, when Kāma, Rati and Spring attempted to challenge Nārada, they found themselves powerless, their schemes thwarted by the lingering influence of Shiva's boon. Humiliated, they returned to Indra and narrated their failure, praising the sage's indomitable will and spiritual strength. Though Indra was astounded by Nārada's resilience, he did not comprehend the full extent of Shiva's divine play, the inscrutable power of his Maya. Still deluded by this cosmic illusion, Nārada, having completed his penance, was overwhelmed with pride. He began to believe he had conquered Kāma on his own merit. Blinded by this arrogance, he thought he was now equal to the great Shiva, the true conqueror of desire. In this state of misguided pride, Nārada made his way to Mount Kailasa, the abode of Shiva. Bowing before Rudra, his voice was filled with conceit as he recounted his triumph over Kama. Shiva, ever benevolent to his devotees, perceived the delusion clouding Narada's mind. Shiva spoke kindly. "O dear Nārada, wise sage, you are indeed blessed. But heed my words. Do not speak of this supposed victory before others, especially not in the presence of Vishnu. These events are not as they appear. They are influenced by forces beyond your understanding. Guard this as a secret, for you are dear to me and a devotee of Vishnu. All who worship Vishnu are also my followers." Despite Shiva's gracious counsel, Nārada, still under the powerful sway of Shiva's Maya, remained obstinate. He dismissed the warnings as unnecessary. His arrogance rooted deeper, he ignored the wise words of both Shiva and Brahma. Driven by his conceit, Nārada hurried to Vaikuntha, the realm of Lord Vishnu. Upon his arrival, the all-knowing Vishnu sensed the sage's intention. With a welcoming smile, he embraced Nārada warmly and offered him a seat, his mind already contemplating the unfolding of Shiva's divine play. Vishnu, recalling the lotus-like feet of Shiva, gently addressed Nārada. "O foremost of sages, you are indeed blessed. I am honored by your visit. Please tell me, where have you come from and what brings you here?" Nārada, blinded by his self-righteousness, narrated the events with a boastful tone, confident of his perceived conquest. Vishnu, with his heart always aligned with Shiva, listened patiently. Understanding the truth behind the sage's arrogance, Vishnu folded his hands in reverence and chanted praises to Shiva, acknowledging the supreme power of his Maya. Turning to Nārada, Vishnu spoke soothingly. "O great sage, you who are free from worldly desires, how could passion or delusion ever sway your mind? Surely with your vow of celibacy and profound wisdom, you are above such influences." Though his words were gentle, they subtly hinted at Nārada's delusion. Nārada, however, laughed within himself, dismissing Vishnu's implications. He replied humbly, "What power does karma have over me when you, O Vishnu, are favourable to me?" With that he took his leave, unaware of the profound truths he had just overlooked, and so, blinded by his arrogance, Nārada continued to wander, unaware that he was merely a player in the divine drama orchestrated by the Lord. The sage, puffed with pride and deluded by Shiva's Maya, was yet to realize that the true conqueror of Kama was not he, but the inscrutable will of Shiva, the Lord of all. Sutta concluded his narration. "O great sages, blessed indeed is the Maya of Shiva. Even the mightiest gods like Brahma and Vishnu bow before its mystery. It deludes the entire universe, and only the true devotees, wholly surrendered, can see through its veil. The sage Nārada, despite his wisdom, was ensnared in it, showing that the future course of actions is bound by the supreme will of Shiva, the creator, sustainer and destroyer of all realms."